Welcome back to Drive Next, where today we're taking a deep dive into one of the most anticipated compact performance cars of the upcoming year. The RS3 has always stood as the rebellious middle child in the Audi sport line. You push small, punchy, and unapologetically aggressive, and this new 2026 model promises not only refinement but a renewed sense of identity. As it idles before us, there's an immediate sense that Audi has leaned even further into the car's motorsport attitude. Walking toward the front of the RS3, the first thing that hits you is the presence. Audi hasn't tried to reinvent the design language, but it has sharpened nearly every angle. The single-frame grille is now wider and visually lower, giving the nose a menacing, crouched stance, almost like it's ready to pounce. The honeycomb mesh is tighter, darker, and if you look closely, the subtle RS3 badging integrated into the slats adds that little reminder of what this thing is capable of. Flanking the grille are those signature LED lights with Audi's newer customizable animation patterns. When you unlock the car, the lights perform this crisp sequence that feels like the RS3 is waking up, shaking off the dust, and inviting you in. The hood lines are more sculpted, pushing air toward the windshield in a purposeful sweep, and the lower bumper openings have been enlarged to feed even more air into the intercooler and braking systems. Everything about the front end screams performance without needing to yell about it. As we transition along to the side profile, you immediately pick up on the wider stance. The 2026 RS3 carries slightly flared fenders, not cartoonish but muscular enough to house its broader track and more serious wheel and tire package. Audi offers a new selection of wheel designs this year, and the model we're looking at today wears a stunning set of 20-inch forged alloys with a satin titanium finish. Behind them sit the massive RS-grade brakes, and depending on the configuration you choose, carbon ceramics are available as well. Along the lower doors, the sculpted rocker panel design has more contouring than before, channeling air more precisely toward the back. The roofline remains classically Audi smooth, slightly descending, and subtly athletic. And of course, the RS3's aerodynamics package introduces small but meaningful tweaks: tighter panel gaps, optimized mirror housings, and discrete twin directing elements built into the C-pillar area. Everything is intentional. Everything is carved, and yet it all blends so naturally into what you already know as an RS3. Shifting toward the rear, you're greeted with one of the most recognizable features of the RS lineup, the dual oval exhaust tips. For 2026 they're slightly enlarged and paired with an exhaust system that's both freer-flowing and richer in tone. When you fire it up, that distinct warble of Audi's iconic 5-cylinder engine fills the air, and that alone is worth the price of entry. The taillights have an even sharper animation pattern, and the rear diffuser is noticeably more aggressive, adding downforce while still looking clean enough to avoid unnecessary drama. The deck-lid spoiler extends just slightly farther out than the previous model, giving the RS3 that little extra bit of aerodynamic assistance during high-speed runs. Overall, the back end feels lean, planted, and unmistakably RS. Opening the door and stepping into the interior, you'll instantly notice the blend of sportiness and premium refinement that Audi does so well. The cockpit wraps around the driver like a well-tailored jacket. You get those deeply bolstered RS Sport seats finished in fine nappa leather with contrast stitching and optional honeycomb patterns. They're supportive without being punishing and adjustable enough for both track days and daily commutes. In front of you is the 12.3-inch Virtual Cockpit Plus, offering detailed RS-specific displays, including G-force data, lap timers, boost pressure graphs, and a new customizable setup that allows you to pin performance information into the corner of the screen. The steering wheel is a flat-bottomed, Alcantara-wrapped piece of art, with just the right amount of thickness and tactile feedback. Paddle shifters have been improved for a more mechanical, click-like engagement, making every upshift and downshift feel that much more satisfying. In the center you'll find Audi's newest MMI system, which now responds faster and integrates even more performance-oriented menace. The layout is minimalistic, clean lines, simple icons, and smooth transitions. The RS Drive Mode selector lets you instantly switch between comfort, dynamic, Individual, and the new RS performance modes. These change throttle sensitivity, shift mapping, suspension stiffness, torque vectoring behavior, and even exhaust characteristics. Ambient lighting now includes more color combinations, adjustable brightness zones, and animations that sync with drive modes or startup sequences. Everything you touch feels high quality, from the metal-finished vents to the laser-etched RS badging scattered throughout the cabin. But of course, the heart of the RS3 has never been about just looks. It's about performance, and the 2026 model continues the legacy with an updated version of Audi's legendary turbocharged 2.5-liter inline-5. Power is now up slightly thanks to refined turbo geometry and a tweaked fuel delivery system. Output hovers around the high 400 horsepower range, delivering an unmistakable punch that no other car in the segment replicates. The 5-cylinder soundtrack is like a blend between a rally car snarl and a supercar growler, raw, distinctive, and completely addictive. The engine pairs with Audi's rapid-fire 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, which fires through the gears with almost telepathic speed, especially in the RS modes. Quattro all-wheel drive takes center stage once again, with the torque splitter system returning to provide active distribution to the rear wheels. In tight corners, the system can push power to the outside rear wheel, effectively rotating the car and giving it a playful yet controlled drift capability. Straight-line performance is as staggering as ever. 0 to 60 is expected to dip below the 3.7-second mark depending on configuration, and top speed increases with optional performance packages. Handling feels sharper thanks to revised adaptive damping, stiffer bushings, and recalibrated steering that gives you more communication during high-load maneuvers. Whether you're carving a mountain road or testing limits on the track, the RS3 feels alive, confident, and eager to be pushed. As for pricing, Audi positions the 2026 RS3 competitively within its segment, offering tremendous value for the performance you're getting. While final pricing will vary depending on packages and options, expect a starting point that makes it one of the most attainable yet truly thrilling performance cars of the year. Add the performance packages, carbon ceramic brakes, upgraded wheels, and unique interior finishes, and the price climbs accordingly. But the core value remains clear. You're getting a compact powerhouse with a personality that refuses to blend into the crowd. As we wrap up this review, the 2026 Audi RS3 proves once again why it stands as one of the most exciting performance cars in its class. The refreshed exterior sharpens its athletic stance, the interior demonstrates Audi's mastery in blending luxury and sport, and the updated 5-cylinder engine continues to deliver one of the most intoxicating driving experiences available today. If you're someone who wants daily comfort but refuses to give up weekend adrenaline, the RS3 feels tailor-made for you. Thanks for watching Drive Next. If you enjoyed this detailed look at the 2026 Audi RS3, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment letting us know which car you want us to dive into next. Until then, keep driving forward, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one.